Despite the substantial challenges of the COVID-19 lockdown, Galloway Community Transport has continued to provide a range of vital transport services across the Stewartry and further afield. Using council buses, GCT drivers have carried on operating the 517 registered service linking Kirkcudbright with Brighouse and Borg and carrying students to and from Kirkcudbright Academy. GCT also provides bus services to Dalry School and Castle Douglas High and primary schools. These council contracts provide a large part of our revenue and help ensure our financial stability. We've also continued to run the Wednesday evening service between the Glenkens and Tesco's in Castle Douglas and the Tuesday morning service to the Newton Stewart shops. As the pandemic looks like receding, we look forward in the not too distant future to being able to resume our weekly Golden Day Club service and the monthly services to Ayr and Carlisle. In collaboration with Connecting Communities, GCT recently acquired a wheelchair-accessible electric car, our first step towards more environmentally sustainable community transport. The car is ideal for transporting small groups economically and, as well as expanding our capacity to help wheelchair users, the space in the rear provides great flexibility for services such as the Golden Day Club's Meals on Wheels. For patient privacy reasons, we can't show footage of the patient transport service we deliver in partnership with the Scottish Ambulance Service, but this has grown to be one of the most important the GCT provides. Most weeks now, volunteers using their own cars take between 3 and 6 people, sometimes more, to appointments at Dumfries and Galloway Royal Infirmary and to hospitals outside the region. The service is door to door and has proved a huge assistance to a large number of people. Determined to become more environmentally friendly and aiming to encourage and support active travel, GCT is currently developing a community e-bike hire scheme in the Glenkens. The first 6 bikes were delivered recently and, COVID permitting, the scheme will be launched at the end of May. Watch the GCT website for news. The drivers who keep the wheels turning at Galloway Community Transport tend to be a modest lot. Even if COVID didn't prevent them from coming together to be photographed, many would probably prefer to dodge the camera. While it's not been possible to get them into this video, I'd like to take the opportunity to say a huge thank you to every one of them. Their commitment of time and energy to GCT is phenomenal and is greatly appreciated by the community they serve.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cat Strand. It's very nice to be here. It really is.
You are in with us tonight, and this is Pete. It's Pete Garnett and Greg Lawson, and this is the first time we've played together for some time. And there was a frantic flurry to find instruments, which were kind of, hadn't been oiled for some time. We've kind of almost forgotten how to play to people, and of course, there's no one here. Well, you're there, but where you are right now, this is getting confusing. Where you are right now is not where we are.
I'm gonna imagine you guys all clapping, right? Thunderous applause from your living rooms or wherever it is you are.
Yeah! It's been a while since we've had a chance to play music together, semi in public here, socially distant, with you guys watching on your devices.
And we'll assume that you're all clapping and cheering along at home because the sound in the room is decidedly empty. So, no, we're having a good time here on the room. So,
a great time.
Thanks for tuning in.
After that, I need a sip of something.
The past year has offered us a chance to develop new areas of programming at Catstrand and to support artists both regionally and nationally through a very difficult time. We launched an online events platform, Catstrand at Home. This was developed with the help of 2 new freelance digital roles. The platform offered a chance for artists to receive income through paid commissions for theatre, puppetry, radio play and film events. Musicians locally were offered recording opportunities for our Evening In series, which created professional video resources produced in venue at Catstrand, which could then be used by the artists, as well as generating income for Catstrand through these monthly online events. Visual artists exhibiting with us also had the offer of having their work digitised for our online gallery space, and were provided with a professional portfolio of this work going forward. As well as supporting artists, these processes allowed us to increase access and will continue to allow us to increase access to the arts programme for an even wider audience. Knowing that putting events online does not mean access for everyone, we hope to help our communities cope with gaining digital literacy skills that meant they could engage with arts, content and events online. This meant starting a project run for community facilitators with People's Voice Media. This was a way to help people working in our communities in the Glenkens to get to grips with creative digital technology. Taking part in this process initially were representatives from Balmclellan Hall, Connecting in Communities, New Galloway Community Enterprises, Kenware's Project and Catstrand's volunteer base. To further highlight acts we should have had at Catstrand, as well as keeping audiences up to date with news from our new platforms, we've produced a monthly Artscast podcast available through our website.
Hello and welcome to an August edition of the Artscast here at the Catstrand. Many thanks for joining us. Brought to you.
When we were able to stage live events, we did so as part of the Glenkens Food Month, staging theatre, music and a film screening in New Galloway Park. Our youth arts programme resumed its activity, and that included running digital art workshops culminating in an installation designed by young people with the support of Langham-based artist Rory Laycock at the Smiddy during October. And we were able to reintroduce cinema screenings in the lead up to Christmas in Catstrand with a socially distanced audience. We worked in partnership with a number of local organisations to help produce the Glenkens Hogmanay event online via Facebook and YouTube, as well as then producing a Catstrand Burns Supper virtually in January.
Nae doubt though, he might hae a wee greet, because this year we cannae meet. A social lad as Rabbie was, wouldn't he coped with the lockdown laws. Though, as we've had in for many years, we'll fin away to still say cheers. So in our hooses, let's all stand guard and raise a glass to our national bard.
We applied for and were awarded support through the Performing Arts Venues Relief Fund administered by Creative Scotland. This allowed us to carry out this activity over the past year and to keep all Catstrand venue staff employed throughout this period. It also meant we could offer artists and freelance technicians who we had booked through the year a third of their fees. We are looking forward to resuming live event programming throughout the summer, developing our online programme further and exploring other access options for events and arts engagement with our communities.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Okay, bye. Bye. Shall I switch it off? Yeah, you switch it off.